All right. We are here at the bonus round. We're going to talk about how Julie will win the women's NXT Championship match. Let's get started on that. How would Julia, who just came in NXT, how she gonna win this championship? What's the best scenario? Now we know that these two had a confrontation. It would be Roxanne and Giulia, and it would be those two facing out for the women's NXT championship. We know that's what it's going to come down to. We know that Giulia, she is highly anticipated with free agent that she's come over to NXT. She is supposed to be very good. I saw good clips of her, very good clips of Giulia. Actually, she really did a thing in the ring. She don't get enough credit. If you guys didn't know, Julia's only been in the wrestling business for about 7 years, since 2017, and she's already made a huge impact on the industry already. Already made a huge impact. So that is solid with what she's doing. Great work for what she's doing. And I can only imagine how much better it's going to be for Julia. Julia definitely made noise. She's definitely doing a thing in the industry. She's been in Stardom, New Japan, Noah. She's been a little bit of everywhere. And now she's here. We finally got her. And we only just going to see what the next move going to be for her because she definitely is a very good performer. So I like how she does that. She shuts it down. She does her thing. Definitely does her thing. I like how she's going to like I said before, I think she's going to be a newer version of Oscar. I think she's going to shut it down. She's going to be slated to win this championship from Roxanne. It's inevitable. She's going to win at some point. That's how I see it with her. But other than that, though, she has what it takes. I know people say she's all talk and she's hype. It's not hype. The girl can really go in the ring. She really can go in the ring. So let's not sleep on that. If you guys have not followed Julia's career, you need to check out some of her matches, check out some of her work. She's definitely doing what she has to do in the ring. Check some of her stuff out. She's good.
Dropped. Glorious! Things are about to get nasty! Into the eyes of her opponents.
Yeah, she's a strong style. She has she's a very good striker, one of the best strikers. And I think she's going to give Roxanne for a run for her money. And at the end of the day, when her and Roxanne face off at the brand new network of what NXT is going to, it'll be their first time being on the NXT CW network to help celebrate the debut of NXT being on CW. They gotta have a champion. And with that being said, we're gonna have at the end of the day, we're gonna have a champion, and I think Julia is going to be the women's NXT champion. She's gonna win this title at some point. So I think she can be. I think she will beat Roxanne for this title. If you don't think so, you better think again. She definitely is definitely one not to mess with. Julia is solid. She can go in that ring. Striker, everything. Do not be surprised at the end of the NXT October 1st on CW Network that she will walk out with that title. Because I do see Julia beat Striker. Striker is someone that has a big hard punch. CBR6. When you have a hard, it's like boxing. It's like almost like boxing. When you hit someone real hard, it's a good strong hit. That's a striker. If you look at Undertaker, he's known as one of the best strikers. Whatever trick, yeah, but yeah, definitely it's gonna be Julia. She's gonna win this championship. She will beat Roxanne, like I said, it's to help celebrate and for advertising purposes, you guys know that when WWE has a show, whether it's NXT whether it's Raw or SmackDown, whatever show it is, it doesn't even matter. When they have a show like that, and they do have a brand new network that they move into, they want to help celebrate that by having a brand new champion. And why not have a champion of Giulia? Why not have her being champion and being to help celebrate the new network? If you guys realize when and it will be the main event as well, and expect her and Roxanne to go at it, it'll be the main event. They're gonna close out the show, so you're gonna have a new champion close out that whole show. Why not? I don't see why they wouldn't do that. So we gotta see what they're doing here with WWE. But when they do main event the show, expect it to go for 15 to 20 minutes. And when they go 15, 20 minutes, it's going to be a good back and forth. These girls will definitely go. And I do see at the end of the day, like I said, when Giulia does win, because I got her winning, when she does win, she's going to attract a whole new current and audience as champion. She'll get the current audience of people already watch NXT. You have the New Japan, the Noah, the Stardom. You'll have all of those viewers coming over to WWE. They will watch NXT just because she's champion. You'll hear them say it. I followed her career when she started 2017. I followed her career when she won this belt or that belt, and now she's won the Women's NXT Championship. Well deserved, Giulia. You got me in. I watch NXT every week when she's champion. So don't be surprised when we hear stuff like that. You know. Now, kudos before she's crowned champion. I just want to say, and I said this before, kudos to Roxanne Perez. She's done a great job as NXT Women's Champion. Despite what people say, what the haters gonna say, she had a great run. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. And I believe October 1st, that's when it's gonna come to an end for Roxanne Perez. I do not see her winning and retaining her NXT Women's Championship when it comes to this match. However, I do see Giulia coming out and she will be crowned the new champion. We're going to see this person with the title instead of Roxanne. It will be Giulia that's going to walk out and have that title. So I see how that will be. And then, like I said, just because Roxanne loses don't mean she's completely out the shuffle. It doesn't even have to mean she's going straight to the main roster right away. She would probably later compete for the Women's North American Championship, to add to her resume. But I do see Roxanne maybe try to compete and fight for this NXT Women's Championship again. Do not be surprised with that. Now, when Giulia does win the championship after defeating Roxanne, I would say that she's going to have future rivals. Future rivals of Giulia will be the names of Stephanie Valkyrie, Delta, Lash Legend, Lola Vice, Soruka, maybe Kalani Jordan. She lose her championship, Jaida Parker, other people. So we will see that as well. We are not going to forget about that. Giulia, she's like I said, even the little clip I showed you guys, that girl's the real deal, and I'm not gonna do not sleep on her. She's solid. Will Giovanni Vinci? Yeah, he didn't debut on Friday, but yeah, Giulia is going to. I think they should book her to win. If it was me, when it comes to the October 1st episode, they have a regular match, main event, and then have Roxanne get offense, look strong. Then Giulia could come out and then start taking Roxanne down, giving her the business, giving her that work, then get her with the knee strike like she gave Chelsea Green. And then I think that would be the best way to put her as champion, because these two are going to have a very good matchup. I can see these two definitely going at it, and it's going to really, really help the main event for CW. So I think this will be a good solid match between these two. I think it very well be. Jordan Kirby, salute to you. You say, when does Giulia send Roxanne to the main roster? That's what I said. Like I said a couple minutes ago, when Giulia defeats Roxanne, I believe an October 1st episode on CW. I don't think Roxanne should go immediately to the main roster because let's be honest, the main roster is full on SmackDown and Raw. If that's the case, Lyra Valkyria, who's on Raw, wouldn't be coming back. I will say this: Roxanne will go ahead and compete. She will go ahead and compete for the NXT North American Women's Championship. That's a brand new title. It's the mid card championship for the women's division. She can add that to her resume because there's only one person that won that title, and that's the current champion, Kalani Jordan. So she could go ahead and compete for that because Roxanne's won every other title. She's been NXT Tag Team Champion. She's the current in her second reign of the women's NXT Championship. She could go ahead and compete for that title. And then when she does that for a while, then she could go off to the sunset and go on to the main roster, get drafted sometime next year, probably. The draft is every April. She could either get drafted or she could get sent there automatically. But she does not have to be sent to the main roster immediately after losing the title, as I predict she will on the episode of October 1st on CW. She don't have to go there right away. Roxanne can stick around just a little bit longer. Like I said, it's stacked over there on Raw. If you guys don't, you guys have to open your eyes and see. There's a lot of women on both shows. A lot of women are coming in. You know, like Blair Davenport. She's another person that got drafted from NXT to SmackDown. She's also not doing too much. She's linked up with Unholy Union, and she's not doing. She had one or two matches with Naomi, and that's it. She really isn't doing nothing big. She hasn't been on TV except for when she was involved with Unholy Union. So, like I said, if you do, everyone's saying Roxanne should go to the main roster. Roxanne should go there. What's Roxanne gonna do? What stories Roxanne gonna do? What major storyline? What feud is she gonna be into? We don't want her just sitting back like Lyra Valkyria was, or going to Raw or SmackDown, then coming back to NXT. That would be a waste of time. I don't think it makes sense. Why Lyra go back to NXT? Yeah, she went on there in a recent episode. Right? Yeah, I think she's on both right now. See low. But yeah, I think Giulia being champion will be best for business. Now I know people be like, "Oh, she just came to NXT," but Giulia is not just anybody. She's a phenomenon over on the overseas, Japan. Like I said, Noah, New Japan, and Stardom. I mean, another person from Stardom that is currently a women's champion. If you guys didn't know, Mariah May, she's the current AEW women's champion. And for what I could see, Julia's way better than Mariah May. No offense to her. So if she can do that, I can see Giulia making noise. And it'll be great for the CW because this is going to be big. We got a lot. WWE's doing a lot of major moves, and I think her just winning that title will help. And I sound like her English is good, and everything like that. But her winning that title will really help out the brand. And like I said, the win is beefing up over here on NXT. The roster's only getting better on the women's side, men's too, but definitely women's side. It's not slowing down by any means. The women's NXT title is going to have a lot of people fighting for that title. It's going to be a lot of people fighting for the women's North American Championship. That's why that championship was created because there's so many women on the roster. So Giulia winning that belt, I got my money on Giulia. Giulia would win that championship. I got Giulia. I think she's gonna. I think she'll do it. It's gonna be a very good win. And if there's a chance, it's not. If there's a chance she do not win the championship on CW episode, no later than Halloween Havoc, and that's the next PLE that will be next month. That's the latest I'll give her. She will get pushed quick and she will win that title. That's my prediction, and I got Giulia winning it. But yeah, I got Julia. That's how I will book Giulia versus Roxanne Perez for the women's NXT championship, and this is already set to be happening October 1st. As I said before, that's how I will book it, guys. And I think it'll be a great match. Roxanne Perez has held the championship. I believe she's held the championship now. If I had to think off the top of my head, she's won it back at Stand and Deliver when she defeated Laura Valkyria. She actually tapped her out. She's won the championship now. The Prodigy. She's been champion now. If I had to guess, I want to say 51 days. So she's headed for over almost 6 months. Almost 6 months. At least 5 months. 5 months right now, but she's coming close to 6 months on this title. So having a new champion will not be a bad idea. Roxanne had a great run. It's better than the first run. First run you saw in NXT, her first one was nothing like this run. Her first run was pretty boring. I think she held that for maybe 3-4 months. But this is way better. Way better. It's Braun Breaker's a heel. Who did Roxanne take it from? Lyra Valkyria, the girl you saw on Raw. On Raw and also NXT helping Tam Baxley. That was a previous champion. But yeah, that's how I would book. That's the main thing. How would you book Giulia to win the NXT Championship for Roxanne Perez? That's all I have regarding this subject, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I appreciate the support and everything. You know, things are only going to get better here as far as wrestling. And next stream will be about preparing the ratings of Dynamite NXT. Then we got SmackDown. So busy month already. But I appreciate you guys. Once again, soon to videos will pop up. Check out the links below, guys. And once again, appreciate your support. You guys already know what it is at this point. It is OUNT.
Something happened this weekend, and I have been struggling with it since I retired. But this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved.